Hi, good morning. Welcome to what's quite an unusual thing, a live update from ECHQ on something that EC is doing. And I want to talk to this today about EC Plus. And if you've been around Entrepreneur Circle for any length of time, you will be familiar with EC Plus. But if you're a new member, we've got lots of those. Let me just take a moment to explain what EC Plus is. You see, when we moved into our new building, our amazing building here in the spring of last year, it's 9 months ago now since we moved into this building, we were able to introduce EC Plus, which is EC membership plus live workshops and trainings. And we have had for the last 9 months a program covering every kind of aspect of running a business, and we've been running workshops here most days. We have hundreds of people a week coming to join our EC Plus workshops, and the big focus on the workshops is much less about learning and much more about doing and implementing. And what we're doing this morning, I've got someone coming in a moment to help me. We're going to share with you what we are quite excited about, and hopefully you will be too, the enhancements, the improvements, the additions that we are making to EC Plus as we move forward into 2026, because there's a lot of exciting news to share. Obviously, EC Plus is only available to people who are EC Plus members. But the good news is EC Plus membership is open to every Entrepreneur Circle member. So even if you haven't had it for the last 9 months, well, you will be able to get access to it if you want to for the months and years ahead. But without any further ado, let me bring on the guy who really has been absolutely spearheading EC Plus since we moved here in the spring of last year. He is the guy that's been responsible for the fabulous impact that EC Plus has. He pulls everything together. He is the conductor of the EC Plus Orchestra. He plays quite a few of the instruments as well. Come on, see me, Andy Wilcox. Hey. Good morning, Andy. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good. I feel like there should have been a round of applause there or something, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, that's because we've got no audience, I think, in the studio today. So, EC Plus, how's it been for you?
Oh, it's been fantastic. It's been my my dream role, as it were. Yeah, putting live training together, getting people together, and training all these people. It's fantastic.
What's your favourite thing about EC Plus?
My favourite thing is seeing people come in the mornings, mainly team members, and they're not aware of what's going to happen. And by the end of the day, they go out so confident and having learnt new skills. It's absolutely brilliant.
I think this is an important element around EC Plus, because we've designed it, and certainly going forward, it's designed to serve the staff and the team members, because we recognise that as a business owner, like, everything sits on like our shoulders. Yeah. And actually, one of the key ways to unlock significant growth is for you to get things that you've hitherto done, get them delegated down to your team. The big challenge with doing that is they don't know what to do. Yeah. Enter EC Plus as the place to actually train and support and get your team members to implement.
It's such a different place to come to. They've never been to a building like this before, so it's fantastic. I've never had a cup of coffee out of a machine.
So bear that in mind as we talk through this morning, and the main focus today, you want to share some of the plans you've got, is that right?
So over the last 9 months, we put on 37 workshops last year, and we've got many more this year. And so over the last 9 months, I surveyed every delegate that came along. And so we had these feedback forms that came out, and on all these feedback forms, I asked them, if we could have any sort of workshop, what sort of workshop would it be? What would you like? You tell us, and I'll try and put it on for you. And so we had like 600 different types of workshop. There were even line dancing was one of them, which we're doing next week, of course. So that started off in the first half.
We're not doing line dancing.
No, you don't want to do that. So and then I turned that into another survey for the later part of the year, and so they went through. I picked out the ones that were mentioned the most, and then you would tick the ones that you really wanted, and that came up. A lot of research over the last few months, and what that came up with this year, we're going to deliver 60 different workshops, and within those 60 different workshops, there are 25 brand new workshops, which is really, really exciting.
So and again, as we've done in the last 9 months, lots of these workshops are happening multiple times.
Yeah.
So they're not a single event.
That's it, yeah.
You'll run different things on multiple occasions, so it can fit diaries and everything else, and different staff can come from different businesses.
That's it.
Yeah, cool.
And this week, well, I believe tomorrow, your circular will be landing. And in your circular, there's a very exciting addition to it, which is this fantastic EC Plus planner, beautifully designed by Andrew. And on the inside there, and we'll reveal them all in a minute as we go through.
Yeah.
It will be up to the end of July, all of the next 6 months worth of
Yeah,
workshops.
so look out for this, your February circular, which will be landing, should be landing any day now. And in it, you can't miss it because it's in bright colour, is this kind of A3 folded kind of summary or preview of what is coming over the next 6 months with EC Plus. And our plan is, this is the first thing we're sharing with you today, is you will get this EC Plus insert every month with your circular going forward, and every month it will have the calendar for the next 6 months. So the one that you get this week has February to July in it, all 6 months,
Yep.
with the full schedule of all the different workshops, all the different events, including lots of those new ones.
Yep.
And then next month in March, you'll have March to August. And so every month we're revealing the schedule for 6 months hence, and so it kind of builds
Yeah.
and rolls that
And that's
way.
what we're going to do this morning.
We're going to reveal
Yeah.
all the events. There's some, do you know what? You like these, all right?
Yeah.
I've got you some props.
You're going to be my Debbie McGee.
This is. I've been called many things in my time, but I think you'll like this. So look, here we go. I'll put it in the right spot. So this is February's.
Fantastic. This is February, so this is still the existing workshop prospectus from last year. So we are on the 4th. We've got all team members in today. Linchpin is for your team to come along. It had to be a linchpin. Tomorrow we've got AI business growth. If you're an EC Plus member, you would have seen these in the prospectus before. And as we go through next week, MBN a day, knowing your numbers with Fantastic Goopy. They ask you answer, the Marcus Sheridan stuff. And as we go through into the 17th, we've got achieving website success. Then we've got Facebook ads. Then social media for business, and then as we go towards the end of February, email marketing mastery.
On your knees, Andy. On your knees.
I've got my own knees. I've got to do that old man noise. Creating amazing customer service with Marie Cross, and then at the end of the month, we've got Dream List Marketing. So if you've seen the prospectus before, you've seen these, but do get booked on because they're all fantastic workshops. So that is February in a nutshell.
Yeah, there's 50 staff members today, all arrived here for the Linchpin workshop. Linchpin is based around the Seth Godin book, and that's been really popular because it's all about what you need, the way to succeed in any business in truth, but you want your staff to be able to take responsibility, to take ownership, to show initiative, and so really effective piece there.
Yeah.
And all the sessions there, very practical and all with a big emphasis on implementation and execution.
So yesterday we had the LinkedIn workshop. So in the morning we taught them all about how to update your profile and how to write posts. Then in the afternoon they just sat there in silence, updating their LinkedIn, writing posts. People had appointments by the end of the day because they'd never posted before.
And then again, just to be clear here, because you tend to underplay a little bit what you do, you weren't teaching them how to write posts. This isn't a technical training. This is about producing content that actually gets people interested and wants to meet you and market the business. That's the key. Shall we have a look at March?
Yeah, bring it in, go on, Debbie.
Right, I should have a little sting diddly-dee. Let me get this in the right place. I have to position this absolutely perfectly. Otherwise, I shall run out of room.
Yeah.
What's happening in March?
So March is when we start to see the new workshops start to come in. We start to sort of tease them in a little bit. So we've got time management with Michelle at the 4th. It's always funny that how many people are late for that time management workshop.
But Michelle Squire runs that. They're run by different people. They're different workshops. I know you're the guy that's kind of omnipresent around a lot of these. But we bring in different experts, and Michelle Squire, who runs the Master Plan program, is just so well qualified. She is the best person I know, and I think one of the very best in the country at helping entrepreneurs to properly organise and manage their time. And Michelle runs that workshop. That's 4th of March.
That's right. Getting back lost customers is on the Thursday.
So it's a good one to for kind of leaky buckets. You know, we've all got customers that have bought from us in the past, and perhaps we haven't been as diligent or as rigorous as we could have been at reminding them we're here, giving them a little offers, teasing them, getting them back in. So and that's a workshop that typically generates real cash very quickly for the people that come on it.
Yeah. Then we're into next week, which is your scorecard, and we give you a scorecard to download, so you can start filling it in already. Copywriting, writing great copy that sells, persuasive copy, which is still an art form that we should practice, even though we've got AI to help us. And then we've got TikTok for Business on the Wednesday, and then the following week, this is when it all the new exciting stuff starts to come in. So on the Monday, we've got Martin Norbury delivering the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which is such a book, isn't it?
Well, for all of us as business owners, again, the biggest challenge is what we do, what we focus on, how we actually, where our energy goes, because that's where our results are going to come from. And Martin, again, vastly experienced guy, understands entrepreneurs and business really well, and has a very unique slant. That will be a really effective and a very popular event. I've no doubt whatsoever.
It'd be fantastic.
And then the following day,
we've got Get More Appointments. So I always think you should try and make appointments. A process for that in any business you're in. So that will be that day. Then we've got.
So is that mainly for? So is this aimed at B2B businesses or
any business?
Any business that has where there's a meeting or an appointment as part of your sales process.
Yeah.
This whole day is a workshop focused on getting more of those appointments into your business. And again, going back to what I said earlier, imagine if you've got staff that can do that. All of a sudden you're getting more appointments and they're not being driven by you. The impact that has is potentially quite significant. Expertise on Google Ads next, I see.
Yeah, so that's for our people that are already running Google Ads and they just want to uplift them even more. So our lovely Elliot is presenting that because he's the Google Ads guy. So you've got Martin Norbury on the Monday, Elliot on the Wednesday. So that this is that's a good week.
Real high quality pieces here on Google Ads and more advanced Google Ads. And what's this one? So this is obviously a new one. I can tell by
fantastic.
the moniker here.
So a lot of the feedback did say, I wish we had time to come to EC to implement everything that we learn on the workshops. And so I thought, what could we do there? And so from March, every month there's a day dedicated that you can come on in to EC HQ, and you can the small training room will be available for you, and you can just plonk yourself in there, just be surrounded by all the inspiration that's here for the day, and just work on whatever you need to work on. I'll pop in now and again to see if you're okay. But it's just a day for you to get away from everything in the office and from at home, and get cracking on with your own work. So come on into it.
Because again, we all know that the biggest challenge, it's the golden rule of business, is that it's not what you know, it's what you do. Yeah. And in many ways, that underpins the whole premise behind EC Plus. And what Andy's done in recognising the need for this is there's one day every single month from March where we are opening up ECHQ, and you can come just to get stuff done. There's no structure in terms of content delivery, but what there is, you'll have space. Matt the butler will look after you, chef will feed you, and when you need input from people, there'll be staff around to help you. It's in many ways, it's like a little mini implementer to some extent. Yeah. There's not a ton, the guys have got work to do, but you can come here and you can get stuff done, and it's getting things executed and off, and often having a different environment, taking a day out of your natural workspace where maybe you've got customers and staff that disturb you and get in the way of you actually getting. Well, this can be a great way to come here and do that.
That's it.
And then last week of March, another newbie,
brand new one. This is going to be a big one, the Ultimate AI Playbook. So this is Mark Pratt. He's the
So Mark Pratt is someone that I've worked with in Mastermind for several years now, and Mark is right at the cutting edge of AI implementation. In fact, he's now, for his whole effort now, he spends working with businesses implementing really effective AI, and he's put a little program together here and full of these playbooks, which I think is going to be.
He's going to show all his processes he's used with his own clients and give the secrets away to them.
And again, another good one to utilise. If you've got a right hand or left hand man or woman here in your business, could be a great one to either come with them or send them.
Because otherwise you're the one that comes back with all the knowledge that you've got to try and just send your staff in. And then I've managed to get Cameron on the stage for the following day for recruiting staff, because we do recruit people in a much different way anybody else.
And as Stephen Bartlett's spoken about on the EC stage, on both the times that we had him, both in 2025 and 2024, Stephen's recognition that his job as the head of his business is essentially to build the right team. And for most, there's never a week goes by in one of my inner circle or mastermind sessions that we don't have a conversation where people have got staff issues. And the recruitment comes from two perspectives: replacing the people that actually you shouldn't have in your business because you've settled, and you need to deal with the issue, because whatever you put up with the wrong people, the square pegs in the round holes, it's a problem in your business. But then also to drive your growth, there'll be some recruitment. And recruitment has become, it's got a very bad kind of reputation. It's seen as a necessary evil by a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs. And we do have a very unique, a very different and a devastatingly effective way of bringing people into our business and recruiting. And that they're coming to spend the whole day, the whole toolkit. I mean, talk about actually a workshop to get stuff done. The people on that event on the 24th of March are going to go away literally with everything you need to sort your recruitment, not just this year, but for many, many years to come. You'll get a toolkit from that event that will pay for itself many, many times over.
To recruit linchpins, that's what we want. And then finally in the month of March, we've got Getting the Most from Exhibitions. Which is a fantastic little session. So Debbie, come on over. We've got April. All the new juicy stuff starts coming in, which is fantastic. And kicking off in April is the man himself, marketing to the affluent.
Oh, I say.
Yeah.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's up there.
It's not
I was looking for it down here. I see what you've cleverly done here. You've cleverly covered the fact that we're running no events over Easter week.
That's right. Everybody will be on holiday.
I see what you've done there. So this is marketing to the people that have got money. We'd all like in our businesses is just better when you've got customers for whom price is not the number one focus of their decision making. And I'm going to talk first. We'll take a whole day there, going quite deep into how your marketing strategy and your positioning can be adapted and adjusted to bring in people that are much less price sensitive. Then we all have an Easter break. And then we'll have, what's this new one here? Your irresistible offer. What's that all about?
Well, that's something that a lot of people always, they struggle with, coming up with an offer to go out to your prospects, to try and get people over the line. Sometimes all you need, most of the time actually, is a really brilliant offer. But it takes a lot of work. It takes to craft it properly. So that whole day will be to get you to think about your proposition and how we can come up with a better offer. And from at the end of that day, you'll walk away, hopefully, if you put the work in, with an offer already ready to go.
So it's done on the day. That's the key. That's the key piece. Are you running that one?
Yeah. So there's a formula to that. So
great. And then we got Perfect Flyers on the 16th. Just had not too much of a spoiler, but the guy that we helped in the TV program on Channel 5, Rich House Poorhouse, and I was with him this morning, and how his business has just grown massively, largely on the back of a really effective flyer.
Yeah, people discount them, but they're still very much in use.
So cool. Then further down into April, Facebook ads.
Yeah, so that's
video
Facebook.
Scripting. So again, and then we've got the first of our icons of industry. You've called this.
I'm very excited about icons of industry. So we've had so many fantastic speakers over the years. And I just thought, wouldn't it be great to do something extra special for EC Plus members? And these events are only for EC Plus members. We're not going out to the whole membership with them. But we've really got, I've got some throughout the year, but I'm just going to show you what we've got going up to July. We've got just this side here, we've got 3 fantastic speakers. And I think the first one is like one of my favourites ever, which is Helena Langdon, who used to work for Innocent Smoothies. She was head of digital at Innocent Smoothies. And she's probably one of the funniest ladies I've ever met, but with such a brilliant message behind it. And her session is called How to Talk to People on the Internet, because she was an expert at that, and she grew Innocent Smoothies from what she did, didn't she?
So this one is going to be, this is all about for you and your business, and again, potentially for your staff. If what you want to do is utilise, particularly social media, organic social media, better. This, and it's going to be in a lot of demand as this, I'm sure, because Helena is really, really expert in that, and she built the Innocent Smoothie brand. She was part of the original team that built that brand when it was not a big brand, and the way that brand was built, a very significant part of that brand building was their social media activity, which Helena was responsible for. I mean, she was their entire social media team for quite a large time. And so hugely effective session that will be.
They put so much personality into their marketing. Just go and look at their website, the way they write things on their website. That's probably all thanks to her and her character that she's put into it.
And then you got a big strong finish
Oh.
Come on, down we go. Down we go. What we got?
This is going to be my jewel in the crown, I think, for the year. This is the marketing machine, I've called it, and I'm delivering this in cohorts. So the 70 people that come to the first one, you will stay together for 12 weeks. So it's a 12-week program. The first day is in person here at HQ, and the last day is in person, 12 weeks time in HQ. But in between, on every Tuesday, there will be like an hour and a half video lesson. They sort of change between live and being recorded, and every week I will teach you how to build that marketing machine, because I worry about overwhelming you a little bit. So if I could deliver it in weekly chunks, by the end of the 12 weeks you should have the machine up and running.
And again, this is a perfect one to get your team involved in, isn't it, on Marketing Machine?
Yeah.
Then we've got a mini degree.
Yeah.
So what are the mini degrees? What's that all about?
So mini degrees, a lot of you ask for more in-depth learning on different subjects, mainly finance, marketing and customer service. And it is hard to do that over one day. And so mini degrees are 3 days, but there's a month in between. So and this is absolutely perfect for your staff, because if you want them to know more about finance is the first one that we do. You'll send them to this. They will learn the first part of it with Goopy, and then they go away, do a little bit of work, and then they come the following month and then do a bit more work and report on how they've done, and then they come, so they're spread over 3 months.
Because this
really
is
in depth.
Yeah, and the business is a numbers game, and this is all about. Just to be clear, it's not a technical finance. This is all about utilising numbers to drive the business forward. So everything will come into there. That's a piece there, and then again you've crowbarred in on the last day of April.
That's
the
right.
Get
Stay
Shit
over
Monday.
and come the next day.
yeah.
You're doing a very good job with this.
Okay, well, let's hope we can line up.
Magician's assistant.
So then we're into May next, yeah?
Okay. Here's the big man again. We've got bank holiday in, and we're going to do some business surgeries because
So the business surgeries are interesting, and this is a little bit of an experiment, but we think this will be very successful. So essentially the business surgery is I'm going to be in our big training room here at ECHQ for the day with the people that come on that workshop, and with no script, with no structure, and essentially I'll have no plan other than working with you and the people in the room to fix the challenges and problems that you've got. Because I've got a lot of experience. This is, I guess, in many respects, a little bit like one of my mastermind sessions, really, for people. So it's a little bit. We're floating out there, see if it works. We think it will. But so that's a day, me and you together to get stuck in. I think we're going to. This will be best for business owners rather than staff members. We'll be there. I'll see how that goes.
A lot of people learn from other people's watching you do with other people, don't they?
Very true, very true.
Yeah.
Another very practical workshop on the 7th of May, build your funnel.
Yeah, so build your funnel. That's more of a digital one. So the most of that will be coming up with a lead magnet for you to get leads in. So you'll design a lead magnet that day, you'll come up with the idea of it, and then we'll work out the different parts of that funnel to eventually get them to plop out the bottom as a paying customer.
Nice. Martin Norbury's back on the 11th of May.
That's a fantastic one.
So this is for you. Again, this is aimed at business owners. If you're currently a 7-figure business, so you're doing single-digit millions, but what you aspire to is to one day become an 8-figure business. We crossed that threshold last year. We became an 8-figure business in 2025, and it just is there's a different way of thinking, different strategies. That's what we're unpacking on that day.
Martin is great at that stuff. So
managing and leading your team.
Yeah, that's good.
Who's running that one?
That is Graham and Teresa. Graham Ravenscross. They're fantastic. So they did that fantastic job of that. So that's a good session.
And then 2 more newbies.
2 brand new ones. So I'll show you at the end that I've planned these workshops out so you can link them together, so by the end of it you'll have a complete campaign. Because part of this funnel, part of the offer is you do need a landing page for people to land on, and so that anatomy of a landing page will take you through all the elements of a landing page, right from the headline, right from the navigation at the top, what you should have through it. So by the end of the day you can build it in the room if you want, or you can plan it out on paper, and so you'll walk away with a landing page designed, ready to go. Yeah,
fabulous. And then endless customers. So again, these are all kind of slightly connected here. This is about cracking the rhythmic acquisition. So I love our this is the little marketing machine keeps delivering you endless customers, which works through here. And then again, 3 more brand new events down the end of May. So first one up is the second day of the business finance mini degree.
That's right.
Okay, and what if someone can't meet one of these because they're on holiday? What does that does that kibosh the whole thing?
Yes, it does a little bit because the learning would be so in depth.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that whether you've got sequences here, that they all work. And then modern search SEO, this is all about, but not just the traditional search engine optimization, but also the AI.
Yeah, that's right.
How do you get your business to come up in the AI answers to search? Because that's
so
quite
I've
a big
got some
deal.
fantastic guys from Hike SEO that are going to come and deliver that session.
Nice.
Which would be brilliant.
Excellent. And then another Getting Stuff Done Day on the 20th.
We're nearly there, 2 months to go.
Okay, of this release, that is, just to be clear.
Yeah.
So there we go. So June, we have a quiet week, first week of June. Not much happening. Then we kick off again. 3 more brand new kind of events here. So your marketing machine, this is
my second cohort. Cause I know they're going to be busy, so I thought I'd do another, a couple.
So this is a different group.
Yeah, but the same thing, but a different group.
So you can pick your start date there.
Yeah.
And again, great for your staff. Mapping out your prospect journey. So this is interesting because we've talked a lot at EC about customer journey, but this is, and a customer journey is obviously once they've spent money with you, what happens. Yeah. But this is about their journey, what happens before they become a customer. And this is quite advanced marketing now. Yeah. But when you get this right, what it does is your conversion rates absolutely soar. Yeah. Makes a really big difference. Early in the month for the practical Getting Stuff Done Day here. Yeah. 3rd day of the mini degree in finance. Yeah. And there are other mini degrees coming later in the year.
Every month. Every 3 months we start a new one.
Yeah. Okay. That's excellent there. Then we got website success. Yeah. Websites still remain, an important element of most businesses for sure. And then this is for you if your customers are local to you. If you're in a catchment area, then this absolutely is a great workshop for you because so many practical things that local businesses can do that aren't available to businesses that serve a wider kind of community. Okay, then we've got this is the implementer. Now that is available, just to be clear. It's the one thing that we'd like to say that is available to all EC members, not just EC Plus members. Everything else that we're talking about today is only for EC Plus members. What we got then, and then our second Icon event, literally the day after the implementer.
Matt Elwell is going to come and show us about sales. A fantastic workshop. I mean, all he does is run workshops. Really, he's the king of workshops. But Mel, don't you know Matt?
Well, Matt was great. He was. We had him on stage at the convention last October, and he was on right near the end of the second day. But what Matt is really good at is giving people in business, might be the business owner, might be your team, but people that have to have conversations with customers that lead to money exchanging hands, salespeople, in other words. Matt's really brilliant, and this will be a fantastic day because they're going to get so many tools and insights that will make your sales ratios go up. That's what Matt will do, and that's why that's such a valuable. So Helena is all about utilising social media properly. Matt's day is all about making you better at selling, and that's what he will be doing.
And then we end off the month. We've got AI for Business Growth, which is always very well attended, that one. And then we're repeating again the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People because we think that's going to be a fantastic one again.
Excellent.
And then we're into July.
Go ahead. I will swap places so we don't go out of shot.
So we start off. My actual favourite workshop to deliver is fixing your leaky bucket. So that's in the beginning of July, where I go through 30 different leaks that you've probably got in your system, where we can plug them. We plug them there and then, which is great. And then we've got our next business surgery there with Elliot, which will be anything about marketing.
That'll be
marketing officer.
Popular, that one.
That will be, yeah, we'll ask him lots of questions. So that'll be a fantastic day there. Another surgery. Ask him anything you want. That'd be a good one to send your marketing team and along to that. Then we've got video and scripting and recording, which is also again very highly. You can come and script your video and record it in this studio with the guys. And then we've got this is the end of our 12 weeks here. You see, so this is our graduation, the date you come in from that first cohort, and what you'll do, you'll come and share all your wins, all the stuff that you can share with everybody else, swipe and deploy from each other, and so that's the end of our graduation.
But the important thing is at that point when they graduate, it's less about the graduation process, it's much more about what you've done and the marketing machine that's been built, and like all these sessions that we're talking about today, they're all in person here at ECHQ. Every one of these workshops that we're talking about today happens physically here. And there's a reason for that we've made all the workshops in person. And it's a really simple one, okay? Brace yourself. It's because they're way better, and the impact, the results, the impact they have on your business, the implementation happens, and the process of actually, getting in your car or getting on the train and coming to Solihull and sitting in a room with really expert people, whether it's Andy or myself or Elliot or Matt or Helena or Martin or whoever it might be that's running these sessions. What we've lined up for you here are genuinely like the best people in the country at what they do, and they are working with you on the day, not to teach you, although you will learn stuff. They are working with you to execute and implement. That's what these workshops are. All the focus is about that. And the fact that they're in person here at ECHQ, it's because the impact they have is so much bigger and better, and that was a big drive as to why we built the facility and,
it works brilliantly,
and why it works so well.
It works fantastically. And then Misha's back for sorting your customer journey. Of course, when you become a customer, that journey there.
That's Michelle, that runs that
Michelle.
one.
And then Mark Pratt is back to do the AI playbook again, because we know that's going to be popular. So we're doing that a few times throughout the year. And then we're into our next mini degree, which starts on the 20th of July, which is the marketing one. Now, that's different from the marketing machine. The marketing machine is a weekly, let's build this machine as we go, like very, very tactical. The marketing degree is the foundations of marketing and strategy, really. And so that will be another great one to send your team to. If you've got team members that you don't think understand marketing, that by the end of this, they will be absolutely brilliant at marketing. Plus, if you send them to the tactical stuff, oh crikey, your business would be taken off. And then we've got our third
Mr. Risner
of the industry.
Yeah, so again, those of you that were at the convention last October would remember the zookeeper. My namesake, Nigel Risner, hugely experienced guy, and what Nigel is running his whole focus on, this is all about getting your message to land, but in particular, with your team and your staff. That's a real focus. So he will be hugely helpful for those of you that are growing teams or have people working in your business.
He's such an entertaining presenter as well.
But it'll be a fun day for sure. But most importantly, as with all these EC Plus events, there's going to be real impact and progress made in your business when you're in the room at the event.
Yeah, and just to reiterate, those sessions, Icon sessions, are just for EC Plus members only. No other part of the membership. And then we finish off July. We finish off strong. We've got Google Ads for beginners, run by Elliot. We've got Facebook Ads for beginners, run by Claire. And then we've got another implementation day, get shit done day. And then we end off July with the big man.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back there. I'm working.
That's the presentation event. Yes, of course. Forgive me, I'd forgotten that. It's still a few months away. So that's the next 6 months, out here in front of you. All 6 months mapped out here, and then what we'll be releasing every month from now on. So at the beginning of March, we will release August, and so you'll always have 6-month visibility of the program. We're doing it that way because it'll allow us to hone. So the events that are very popular, we can put more of them on. So because some of these we expect will get filled up. Some of you've seen already, we've got multiple sessions already planned over the next 6 months, but we can drop other ones in. We've got other new events coming that we haven't shared everything that you've got lined up on this broadcast. There'll be more to come, but we'll keep you up to date. And the way you'll stay up to date is with that circular insert that will be coming. As I say, you'll get the first one this week. That's right. And then every month thereafter.
And when you look at that planner, I mentioned it already, you'll spot that I've put a lot of thought in how they're delivered, so you can see there that I've, those 6 linked together to do a whole campaign to give you the time to go away and do that again. But the key thing is don't panic, Mr. Mannering, because most of these workshops, not the Icon ones, but most of these workshops will repeat as we go through the year. So don't panic to book straight on all of these and to bunch them all up, because that will overwhelm you and give you too much work.
So if people, obviously those of you, and there are many hundreds of EC Plus members already, so EC Plus members already can go into the vault and
jump into the vault. You look down the left hand side. You know how to do it. You've done it many times before. But I would, off the back of this, now you know what's coming. Go into the vault. You can see there's the big yellow arrow telling you where to go, and just book your sessions that you want to come on to. And if you're watching this and you're not an EC Plus member, goodness me, why not? But if you would love to become an EC Plus member and come to these fantastic workshops run by really great people, then go to ecplus.org and you can easily upgrade there and then.
So just to be clear, to be an EC Plus member, you have to be it's Entrepreneur Circle membership plus all these live person in-face workshops.
Yeah.
And there are different levels of membership of EC Plus, because it can be, if you're a solo entrepreneur, there's only you in the business, you get great, amazing value, because the cheapest EC Plus add-on is
£100 a month.
So £100 a month gets you access. Then that's all it is, £100 a month, and you can come to as many of these as you want as a solopreneur. If you want to send your team members on these events, which is what most people are doing, to be frank, because this is not about giving you more stuff to do and cope with until this is where you've got a team of people, utilise them, delegate to them, let them come. And a team membership of
£200 a month.
It's £200 a month, and you can send different members of your team on different workshops, isn't it? It's not per person.
That's right.
So for £200 a month, effectively, what's that? £2,400 a year. You have like a complete training program there for your
people
staff.
spend £600 for one workshop, outside of this, in other places in the country. And so when I add it all up, it's £42,000 worth of training for £100 a month, which is a Starbucks.
Yeah. So that's what we've had for you. So that is what EC Plus is looking like. And we're really proud of what Andy's put together here. He's done such a great job. There's a lot more to come. As I say, it doesn't, just to be clear, it doesn't end in July. We're going to release those subsequent months as they come. We see EC Plus as a very integral and long-lasting part of Entrepreneur Circle going forward. And it's available for those who want it at what frankly is an incredible price point to get the caliber and quality, not to mention the quantity of input that you can get for your team. So thank you ever so much for joining us today. I hope it's been helpful and useful. ecplus.org, if you're not yet an EC Plus member, is where you need to go to add that to your membership and get the ability to come on any of these sessions. And if you're already an EC Plus member, then again, dive into the vault, because once you go in the vault to book your place onto each of the workshops, and all the workshops we have to cap them, not least because of the physical sizes of the rooms that we're dealing with. So once the places are gone, they're gone. So good time now to plot and plan, certainly the next few months, so you can make the most of this. But we will then be releasing new sessions. So if you do happen to miss out, don't stress, because if a workshop fills up, in this half, the next 6 months, we'll be running it again for sure. So you'll be able to get on it later in the year.
Fantastic.
I think that's it.
We'll see you on the workshop soon.
Cheerio, bye-bye.
Bye.